11 a.m. Eastern time on Monday, October 7th, coming on this morning to talk about a rapidly intensifying Hurricane Milton located over the southern Gulf of Mexico this morning, has intensified at an extreme rate in the last few hours. Now, powerful Category 4 hurricane with maximum sustained winds up now about 155 miles per hour. The system is centered right now just about 130 miles to the west-northwest of Progreso on the north coast of the Yucatan Peninsula and about 720 miles to the southwest of Tampa. This powerful hurricane is going to move east-southeastward at about 9 miles per hour right now, and then turn more eastward over the next 12 to 24 hours, bringing the core of Milton very close to the northern coast of the Yucatan Peninsula, where we have a hurricane warning in effect, the potential for dangerous, life-threatening storm surge in that area as well. Beyond that time, we expect Milton to turn more towards the northeast and east-northeast, and as we go from Tuesday into Wednesday, and then make landfall along the west coast of the Florida Peninsula as a powerful hurricane late Wednesday or Wednesday evening, and then move across the state out into the western Atlantic, again, as a hurricane by early Thursday morning. So we have multiple life-threatening hazards that are going to play out in Florida and much of the Florida Peninsula over the next several days, really beginning late Tuesday night into Wednesday. Let's take a look first at the storm surge risk. There is extreme high level of storm surge risk along much of the west coast of Florida. We have a storm surge watch in effect from Suwannee River all the way down through the Tampa Bay area, through Sarasota, Port Charlotte, Fort Myers, Naples, all the way down to Flamingo, where everywhere in this area has the risk of life-threatening storm surge inundation over the next 48 hours. Particularly concerned about this area you see in red from Yankeetown down to Bonita Beach, where we're expecting greater than 5 feet of inundation. And in the middle here, between Anclote River and Inglewood, including the Tampa Bay region, we're expecting 8 to 12 feet of storm surge inundation above ground level somewhere in that area. And that's life-threatening inundation. So let's think about what does 8 to 12 feet of storm surge look like? So, you know, I'm 6 feet tall. So when you get to 6 feet, that's water above my head. We're talking potentially water twice that high. And that's storm surge that can flood cars, homes, roadways, escape routes, with the potential for damaging and destructive wave action on top of that storm surge that can result in destruction to homes and properties and really make it not a safe environment to be in. So many folks are under evacuation orders along the west coast of Florida. Know what zone you live in and where your home is. Evacuation zones in Florida are lettered from A all the way to F. So go to floridadisaster.org/KNOW to find out if you live in a storm surge evacuation zone. If you've been asked to leave by your local officials, please do so as soon as you can and get to a safe place. Remember, you don't have to drive hundreds of miles to get out of the storm surge zone. Often you only have to drive tens of miles to get to a shelter, a safe place to stay with a friend or relative to ride out the storm. Now, in terms of timing, you have all day today and pretty much all day Tuesday to get out and get to a safe location. You'll want to be in a safe place, certainly by the time of nightfall tomorrow night. Now, on the wind front, again, we're expecting Milton to be a major hurricane as it moves northeastward across the Gulf of Mexico. While we could see the peak winds come down a little bit, the storm is expected to grow in size as it nears landfall along the Florida west coast on Wednesday. We have a hurricane watch in effect for the Florida west coast from Choccolosky all the way up to Suwannee River, including the Tampa Bay region. And it also now extends inland, including places like Ocala, Orlando, the west of Lake Okeechobee, the inland portions of Polk County, Lakeland, up to the Cedar Key area. So everyone in this area is at risk of seeing damaging hurricane force winds during the Wednesday into Wednesday night. We're likely to see these hurricane watches extended eastward over to the east coast of Florida later today. Now, in terms of the timing of when are those tropical storm force winds first going to arrive, it looks like along the west coast of Florida within those hurricane and storm surge watch areas during the early morning hours on Wednesday, with a substantial risk of wind damage through portions of the interior portions of the Florida Peninsula near the trap.
Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike. Welcome. Thank you for being here. It's good to be here. Please give me a 1 if you can hear me and see me well. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Sometime it's clear, sometime it's not. Welcome, beloved. Once again, we are back to finish our, let me put this right here. There you go. Welcome. Once again, we are here to finish our fast. Today is day 6. The 7-day fast covenant will be over tomorrow, the 8th, which make it the 7th days of our fast. Now, there are a possibility we might continue or renew our covenant with another fast on the behalf of Eric King Milton. And then it has come to my attention that a few of the people in the nation, either their grandparents, their parents, or somebody that they know, their name or middle name was Milton. And this is no coincidence. This is all connected. We even have a brother in the midst called Brother Milton, and he stayed down there in Florida. He is very close to me, and the brother is here. Pray for the brother and all the people that are down there in Florida. Now, beloved, this is what we've been saying for years. Some of the people, they have not paid attention since 2020, because in 2020, most people, their mind were on getting things back to normal. Since 2020 to 2024, a lot of the Eric Kings made landfall, and all of them landed on so-called 83 town and ravaged them. Eric King Michael was a category 5, which landed in 2018, I believe, 2018 or 2017, 2018. It literally devastated, I believe, the Panama City. They never recovered. They are forgotten. It was a great community of 83. They never recovered. For those of you who may not know, this storm will landed in Tampa, which is west of Florida. I am in the east of Florida. The thing is with Florida, Florida is the home base of the so-called Ish. A lot of rich Ish in the midst of Florida. Florida this is the only place in the so-called United States that have the Billionaire Island. The Billionaire Island is very close to a place called Little Haiti, which is a community of Haitian. You will hear about it in the upcoming news very soon. You know, you'll hear like something happened down there, but it has to do with Little Haiti. But it is very close to Little Haiti. All right. You got Billionaire Islands. See, all those guys, they will be George. You will see things will happen just like it happened there. In the same place that you stay with so-called 83, you will be unscathed, and somewhat they will perish, because some 91 literally cover you. Yes, Palm Beach Island also. One thing we want our people to know is to be calm and not be afraid. Do not let anyone telling you you're going to be destroyed. If you are in Tampa, our people, you can evacuate. You evacuate. You go somewhere else. If you are unable, you can't do this, you are covered. Leave all the covering unto the mighty one. The angels are within you. That is why it is crucial, beloved, for you. Let me put this right here. It is crucial for the nation to have the 8K because it has prayers in it. We put the word magical in there so we can scare the others. There should be a link over there. The link is in the description. When the power goes out or goes off, you will not be able to use your Kindle version or the digital version. And you need this book. There is the cancer blaster in there. We talk about this for our people that have cancer. There is prayers to keep certain things away. The pentacle of Michael, or the pentagram, specifically protecting you from storms and things like that. The pentacles of Levana or Monday, we told you there's a specific passage in the book we talk about it protect you from hurricane and things like that. But nonetheless, beloved, we are at an interesting time. These day that we are living here, we are seeing a lot of things that are happening that is somewhat the contrary of what we've been taught by the church or online or anywhere. One thing the so-called 83 had said, before all those destructions, before all those chaos, they are going to be raptured out of here. They are going to be taken by Jesus Christ, and they're going to be in heaven. And after they left, all of the Christian and all of the children, and then all of hell will break loose, storm, chaos, and riots, and all that. And then the Antichrist will come, and then he will put peace. And then after that, he will reveal to be Nikolai Carpathia, and then he's going to be Russian, and people are going to have to accept the mark of the beast for 7 years, tribulation, Christian going to die, and then after that, Christ going to come back again, kill the Antichrist, and then rule forever. I don't know. Please don't quote me. I'm not too good when it comes to those people, prophecies, so to speak. However, we are seeing something that is very different, beloved. We have to call those people out. We have to call them out. Now we are seeing something very different. You see, when you were in your blessing, or when you are in your blessing, you are blind, deaf, and dumb. You made up whatever lies, then you believe it to be the truth. You say whatever the hell you want, you do even more whatever the hell you want. Nobody can come upon you. If anyone even question you, you'll shame them. You told them there'll be rapture, there will rapture. And no one could come against you. Now, since 2020, you were supposed to be raptured. Before that, you have not. There were good Christians in Northwest Carolina and Florida and all the other places that this hurricane did the ravage, but there are no more. There's a very sensitive clip here, I will pray, concerning a baby. And their family were Christian, and terrible things happen. And as you can see, there is no word from the Pope. There is no word from the Imam, the Dalai Lama. Okay, a tragedy like that, the so-called Dalai Lama should have come out there and say a few words. Some of the high-ranking officials, when it comes to religion, they should have come out there and say something. I guess there is no boys out there, so the Dalai Lama won't come and tell them, hey, suck my tongue. I'm not making this up. For some of you, remember when the Dalai Lama told the little boy right in front of everyone, to suck his tongue, and then he stick his tongue out and tell the boy to kiss him and suck his tongue out. We must understand, beloved, this is the time of judgment, and this is not the time of judgment for everyone. A lot of people are saying, well, we should not rejoice at their fall because that's not good. When we did for those people party, they sent gifts to each other. They had wedding. They had present. They have all sort of things. They party day and night. They were rejoicing over us. And then when it comes to them, well, don't laugh at me. We sit down, they laugh. We stand up, they laugh. We walk, they mocked us. We lie down, we do whatever, they laugh. Them if we do, them if we don't. But when it comes to them, don't laugh at me, man. Don't you laugh at my funny head. They made postcards, yes. They sent each other's gifts. They rejoice. When they were barbecuing our brothers, they were having a picnic. They were hanging our brothers. They were band in the street playing, people reciting poetry. They were cutting off our main third leg and turn them into cigarettes or cigar. They will eat our men. They will have feasts, and then they will rejoice. This is not long ago, beloved. In the 20s, the 30s, this is not long ago. And then when we laugh at them slip and fall, and you got a lot of people coming over there and telling us, oh, well, you should not rejoice at them and stuff like that. What happened to them can happen to you. Oh, we are well aware of that. We are well aware of that. It is unlawful if you go to a comedy show and you don't laugh. For instance, if you watch something like this, okay, if you watch something like that, this is comedy. It is made to make you laugh, okay?
Black people go to movies like that just on purpose to get scared. Because black people aren't really afraid of anything. Not really. They go on purpose. They want to get scared. Scare me for 2 hours. You got it for 2 hours, and I'm taking it back. Because after 400 years, as you know, we don't get scared of nothing for real.
After 400 years, we don't care, man. Oh, well, be careful. You might suffer the same thing. We're not scared of anything now, man. After 400 years, been throwing things at us. This is a comedy show. I'm laughing. I'm in a circus. People are doing funny things in front of me. I'm human. This what you guys are doing out there. It's called it's a clown show. I gotta laugh at it because that's what you're doing. Yeah, after 400 years.
Only thing that frightens me is like getting seen walking down the street with a white woman by 2 black women.
So after this is Richard Pryor right there, okay? They were well aware of this. This is a comedy show. Oh boy, I think there we go. I think this thing caught up again. Okay, so this thing keep cutting off. Can you guys see me? Okay, good. All right. So yes, because okay, those things are copyrighted, when you play them. So sometime YouTube can, get you some stuff. But thank you. Okay, this is a comedy show, man. I'm watching a very funny movie, and I like funny stuff. And when somebody slip and fall, it's a comedy. I laugh. Sometimes there's tragedy. We watch a movie, we laugh, we'll cry. However, beloved, when it comes to the work of the Most High, there's no laughing matter. Whatever that you're seeing here is real. Whatever what you're seeing here, it is actually judgment. One thing I despise when it comes to 83, when something happened to us, it is real. It is very real. This reality we are living, it was real. Slavery was real. Okay, our ancestors being burned, hanged, cut, raped, and robbed, it was real. The drug war was real. But when it comes to them, everything is a simulation, it's fake. When it comes to the thing that happened in North Carolina, you do know there are people that try to defend the thing that happened in North Carolina stage. It's not real. Because they try to take over whatever resources, lithium is not real. Whenever it's come to them, it's fake. It's not really happening to me. But when it comes to the fentanyl and stuff, this is all simulation. It's not real. But when it's us, well, this is very real. When it come to when you have our people being shut down, the rent is high, our people are homeless, so food is freaking very expensive. Those things are real. When they want to enjoy the blessing, it was real. Suddenly now people are very uncomfortable. Well, things are not real. This is called denial. This is a stage, denial. They like to deny everything. They have to deny everything. Well, this is not real. This is not, no, sir. It is real. That's right. Milton is a category 5 now, and it is real. All right. Now, beloved, join us in prayer. Join us in holy communion with the holy forces. We ask the nation to pray with us and fast. Today is the day 6. Tomorrow will be our last day. Let us pray for our brothers and sisters that are going to encounter Hurricane Milton, which is now sentient. Great glory, great praise to the Mighty One. All praises to the Most High. Great glory to the nation. Great glory to the Holy Spirit. Heavenly Father, we thank you. We thank you for everything that you've been doing for us. We thank you for the hurricanes. We thank you for the cyclones, the typhoons, the earthquakes, the floods, the fires, the riots, the confusion, the financial collapse. Yea, this system, these people, they must go. In order for the old world to come back and become the new world, everything have to go. The so-called elite, they have to go. There are a group of people upon this earth, they need to be effaced. Their names and effigies must be erased from the face of this earth and this universe and from the multiverse. As we are approaching this time, the time of deliverance, and we are seeing a lot of beautiful events. Yea, indeed, we did see Hurricane Helene, which means the light, the torch, the bright torch. Now, Milton is enemies now as well spoken. It's a category 5. Of course, we do know this hurricane is sentient. It's a living being. It is not just some mindless natural disaster. It is calculated. It is sentient. It is self-aware. Yea, we do know we ask protection for our beloved over there. Our people in Orlando, our beloved sister Paola T and her family. All our beloved in west side of Florida, our beloved sister Mimsa, and all the others, Brother Conscious Juice, and Brother Larry, Brother Milton himself, stay down there in Florida, and all our people that are in the path of this hurricane. Of course, we do know those people do not have no idea how this thing going to affect them. And we know whatever that they say, it's completely the opposite. We are awaiting, we are watching, and we are seeing back to back that you have not forgotten us and you are remember us. Not even a week from now, we got this hurricane coming. We see there are great things happening. A lot of people are in great confusion. They are dismayed. They are afraid. We are not. And we know what's happening. It's judgment. We ask the archangel Michael, according to Daniel 12:1, you, ye prince that is over the nation, our people, we ask you to go over there and protect us and protect our people from the four quarters of the universe. Because of the laws and the covenant that is in the Psalm 91, we ask that every single our brothers and sisters may be covered. Nothing shall happen to them physically, astrally, and mentally, and nothing shall happen to their family. We are not under judgment here. We are protected being. We are protected species. We thank and we give great glory. We thank the angels for protecting us. We are praying for our brothers and sisters that are either in the South, especially Mississippi. The Holy One had taught with me a few years ago concerning the volcano that we have over there in Jackson, Mississippi. It's a volcano that is dormant, and then it is there. There's a possibility that this volcano is involved, of course, with the hurricane. We do know the Yucatan Peninsula that have all those pyramids that was causing the storms. And we pray for our beloved brothers in Louisiana, Mississippi, all the southern states, the Bible Belt, the few remnants that are there, so they may be covered. We ask the Holy One to protect his children and not to give us into great shame and great reproach, because he had promised us he is not. And above all, beloved, we pray against our enemy. We pray that the Most High brings swift judgment and give them into great shame and greater reproach. Eliminate those people from the face of this earth. Take them out, because they are destroying this beautiful earth. They are evil and they do not want to change. They are unchangeable. Even their own father, Satan, has abandoned them. Bring the holy broom. Curse be the husbands. Curse be the wives. Curse be the children. Curse be their family. Curse be their abodes. Cursed be their wealth. Cursed be the system. Cursed be their lives. Everything that they work may turn 10 times against them. Cursed be them that making plan to hurt the children of the Holy One, may this plan turn against them. Yea, all the system and plans that you had done, all the horrible things you did to our people during Katrina, this is payback. Milton will ravage you. Milton will literally end you. According to the book of Matthew, there's 2 women at the milling town, at the milling factory. One of them will be taken, the other one will be left. Milton means the milling men, the middle men. And he will deal with you. Peace be upon our people, Jews and Gentiles alike. Yea, if you're Gentiles you cleave, you have nothing to worry about. You are covered under us. To the others, not so much. You're all going to be destroyed. Whether you run, whether you evacuate, you stay, you will be destroyed. Just like we were. This is the natural balance of the universe. This is the natural balance, the natural law of this cosmic tribunal. Everything has to come back and rebalance itself perfectly, equilibrium. However, in order for this to happen, the one that was at the bottom need to come up, and the one that was up need to come at the bottom, so they can feel how it is to be at the bottom. And then once they get their stuff, then the balance, the proper scale will become an equilibrium. Besides that, all you have to do is lie down there and take it. You cannot fight. You cannot shoot this hurricane. You cannot drop a bomb in it. You cannot nuke it. You can't do anything. You can run though, but you cannot hide. You will spend the rest of the remaining of your life running and warring. And the thing that would kill you the most is to watch us. None of this thing ever come near us. Heavenly Father, we thank you for protecting our brothers and sisters around the world, around this place. To the angels, we task you to protect our beloved brothers and sisters on the path of this hurricane. To Hurricane Milton, hear my voice. Hear me, ye hurricane angel of the Most High God Almighty. By the great name, Tetragrammaton, I order you to stand down upon our people, spare them. On the behalf of Deuteronomy 28, we are now in charge, and we order you to stand down in front of our people and ravage our enemy. Selah, so be it. Malkut, Malkut, Malkut. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for giving us the opportunity to pray. May your will be done on this earth as it is in heaven. Selah, so be it. To the Holy Spirit, thank you, Mother. Continue protecting us, providing for us, and destroy our enemy. Great glory. To the angels, encamp around us, protect us, save our people. We are okay, beloved. I want my people to say we're all okay. There'll be no Jacob's trouble here, man. Jacob's trouble had nothing to do with hurricane and anything. You ain't gonna bring the hurricane and well, this is Jacob's trouble. Nah, Jacob's trouble was you people, FEMA, the United Nations, and the Coast Guard, the military, come to the hood and picked up our people and put them in camp and gassed them and killed them. That's what you were calling Jacob's trouble. The hurricane has nothing to do with Jacob's trouble. We were born. The moment Jacob held the heel of Esau, he came out of the portal, he is in trouble. That's when Jacob's trouble began. What do you think that when he was working for Laban and then he was like swagger jacking his wages and all that? This was Jacob's trouble. After 400 years of going through this mess, we ain't gonna go back into it because I don't know, somebody don't want to follow your camp, or some black woman out there twerking, or some dude smoking some weed. It has nothing to do with this. We serve our punishment. There'll be no Jacob's trouble. Beloved, thank you for being in the midst of us. The prayer is good. It is done. You may go if you have other things to do. If you have work, you may go. Thank you for joining us and lending us your strength, your energy, your magic in the midst of us. Let us move with the program. We got a few of videos here. If you have not yet, please purchase the book. You will need it, beloved. There will come a time. We did say this years ago. There will come a time that the entire world, nations, other news, well, they already do that, they will be here. They're going to have to come before us. The UN have to come to us and plead with us to stop this. And we're going to stop. We are the head, they are the tail. Now, this is that fellow. Okay, Mr. Dabu 7. And one of the decent fellow out there that trying to tell their own people like, hey, you guys are in trouble, man. Hey, she's against you. He's not some dude that keep telling, well, you know, everything that you're seeing is not real. Don't listen to. Now I just tell you, hey, this is real and they are coming after you. Get ready. That's what that is. Beloved, let's watch this, okay? This is a video that the beloved sister sent to me. It was uploaded hours ago.
This is D7 on Surviving End Times. And we have an interesting situation here where these unmarked helicopters came swooping down in Burnsville, North Carolina, destroying supplies. We got video footage here, thanks to Megs and Bacon. And this is just really odd. I'm going to run the footage here so you guys can see what they're talking about. This chopper flying in really low. They waved off the helo and told it not to try to land. So then it did some kind of rotor maneuver where they're saying it came in really low and it destroyed a bunch of supplies. These people not happy at all. See it sitting there, right there in the sky. And this is where it then dips down to perform a rotor wash over the lot, and then sits there hovering over the area, destroying everything. They were able to zoom in and see that the guys flying it had masks on. They brought in local PD. They said they had no idea, and they're trying to track down who these individuals are. They're saying that about 40 minutes prior to this, 2 unmarked black SUVs pulled in and then took off. So you can see stuff just flying everywhere, destroyed from the chopper blades, just blowing everything around all over the place. They did not seem to care. It's like they came in, wreaked havoc, and then took off. And they want to know who this is. So if you guys got any clues, let me know. Dabu7@yahoo.com. And they actually zoomed in and got footage of what these guys look like here.
Okay, so
this well, here is an up-close still shot of that. You can't really make them out, but you can tell they had coverings over their face. They were in an unmarked chopper, and people would like to know who this was.
Okay.
So hit that subscribe button for more.
So now, beloved, of course, this is unmarked military style helicopter swoop down.
This is D7.
Now, I don't want to talk down to my people. I don't want to be this guy that will say things that I don't know. But one thing I do know is we do not own military style helicopters. This has nothing to do with us. We didn't do this. Of course, other people will try to, oh, this is some Black Lives Matter guy that doing this. They are taking this thing over there and then they try to get rid of us. Yeah, whatever, man. We don't own those helicopters, just like we don't own those huge cargo ships, those huge vessels that are bringing all sort of things in here and distributing things in the hood and everywhere. We don't own those things. We rule out, we don't own those things. This is your own people. And the reason why they are doing this, they are destroying your own supplies. It is because, one, They don't want you to go out there and see the true damage. Because they're still lying, Reggie, okay? They are still lying. They are still trying to hide this. There is a video here. Let me see. There is a video here, all right? Let's play it.
Employees. We need to make sure we're getting help to the people who need it.
So much is going viral online as well. One user suggested yesterday that a militia should go against FEMA, got more than 500,000 views. What kind of impact has this had on the recovery effort?
It has a tremendous impact on the comfort level of our own employees to be able to go out there, but it's also demoralizing to all of the first responders that have been out there in their communities helping people, FEMA staff, volunteers, the private sector that are working side by side with local officials to go out and help people. I need to make sure I can get the resources to where they're needed. And when you have this dangerous rhetoric like you're hearing, it creates fear in our own employees. And we need to make sure we're getting help to the people who need it.
Okay, so now again, let's hear it, okay?
So much is going viral online as well. One user suggested yesterday that a militia should go against FEMA, got more than 500,000 views. What kind of impact?
So a militia, one of the users online said a militia should go against FEMA. And then you got these guys came in and then it swooped down, used the helicopter wind forces and destroy a bunch of supplies and then left. Last time I checked, our people don't own Black Hawk helicopters or military style. That's your own people going against you. Your own people is doing this. You see, you are preparing for a race war. You listen to the so-called Ku Klux Klan, which received their word from the so-called the Priesthood of Mahan, the Catholic Church, Baptist, Evangelical, and all those church. They told them there'll be a race war. Them blacks gonna come after you. Better be ready and do stuff. But when they look, now they're like, wait a minute. You guys are doing this. You guys are coming after us and killing our... Well, this is the thing. When you work for your boss, this is like a company. It's a huge company that was doing well. And then now the company is bankrupt. So the owner of the company gonna have to sack some of his employees. They're gonna have to let of you guys go. The Lord have to let some of the vassal and the serf go so he can survive with him and the nobility. That's why they are eliminating you people. You no longer serve your purposes, and now you're being disposed. They know what's coming, so they know you guys are the most dangerous at this time. So they are tending their herd so they can have food on their own because they know our people, we have food. We're going to have food. We will always have food. We'll always have the water or whatever. We'll be healthy, but you won't be able to come against us. You come after them and they are trying to take you down. Now, calling, that's the proper word. You're calling. That's why they are doing all those stuff to you guys. Now, you got these people over there. And of course, Fox News. Is that what that is? Fox News, ABC? I don't know what that is. But I got this, let me see, some of this right here. Watch, FEMA says that criticism of how they are handling Helene recovery is dangerous and people need to stop spreading false narratives. What is the false narrative people are spreading out there? Tell me the false narrative. You guys took forever to go over there and rescue your own people. Not only that, you guys are denying people help and you're stealing the help. I know that my people went to this. Katrina, the earthquake in Haiti, all those stuff that happened in Africa. You just sit down, you watch all those things where FEMA is stealing. They're stealing everything. And we told people, they laugh at us. They say, man, you guys are never satisfied. We give until all we do is taking care of you people. And then you always complain. Well, there you go. There you go. So that's exactly what's going on. And then now you got this military fellow went over there and did this. Nobody know who this guy is. All right. But it happened. Let's keep on moving. Oh, sometime. Oops.
Hey guys, I want to put a major trigger warning on this video. There's discussions of loss of life and it's graphic. The Hurricane Helene disaster in Western North Carolina was 1 week ago today. I'm talking to people at the Yancey County Fire Departments, and this is firsthand information and includes quotes. I'm going to try to say it in the calmest way I can because it's really difficult for me to read this on the note that I wrote down. There are 4 reefer trucks full of dead bodies. That we don't have numbers on total losses of life, and I don't even know how many people fit in a reefer truck. But there are 4 reefer trucks full of dead bodies. Small country fire departments are managing this effort. Country fire departments that operate off flip phones before this event. They are pulling dead bodies still out of the river. 5 bodies were found yesterday in the New Deal area. Legs are sticking out of the brush. 1 body was found on Claremont School Road. It looks like a nuclear bomb went off. Arms are under boulders. There's no places for these people to live because they can't set up temporary houses on mountainsides, and everything else is full of silt and wet or ravines or sinkholes. I'm having trouble even getting money out there, although it'll be resolved by the end of the day, because the bank has a sinkhole in the parking lot. A quote says, "It looks like a nuclear bomb went off. Don't know where to put the temporary houses." This is one of the coldest areas of Western North Carolina. One winter, I did some work out there and it snowed almost every day I was out there. The question she asked me was, how do we get shelter for these people? So many pets have drowned, cows, dogs, farm animals, but people are bringing in hay and food. Yesterday, 10 people were rescued off the side of a mountain. And as soon as they were rescued, the mountain collapsed in a mudslide. So there are still active mudslides out there that are a huge risk to people. Kids are coming out of brush piles and creek beds saying, "Where are my mom and dad?" That's a quote. I have the GoFundMe in my bio. I'm getting wiring information for the fire departments. I'm getting money to these people as soon as I can. I'm keeping track on a spreadsheet. I'm going to release where I'm sending the money and how much for total transparency. I'm a nurse practitioner locally. I'm a psychiatric nurse practitioner locally. And I just really hope you can help these people. So donate if you are willing. Share this video with your friends. Share this video.
Let me play this again. Whoops.
Trigger warning on this.
Okay, now we're going to go step by step. 4 reefer trucks. Okay, we're gonna go step by step to try to decode what she tried to say. For those of you that are wondering why you're not seeing the photos of the floating bread upon the river and stuff like that, that is because TikTok, the moment you upload them, they control the internet. Okay, they do not want this thing to get out. Okay, they have people certain of the video pop up, but people they took it down quickly. All right, let's move on.
This video, there's discussions of loss of life and it's graphic. The Hurricane Helene disaster in Western North Carolina was 1 week ago today. I'm talking to people at the Yancey County Fire Departments, and this is firsthand information and includes quotes. I'm going to try to say it in the calmest way I can because it's really difficult for me to read this on the note that I wrote down. There are 4 reefer trucks full of dead bodies. that. We don't have numbers on total losses of life, and I don't even know how many people fit in a reefer truck.
Okay, so she doesn't know how many people that fit in a reefer truck. Based on my research, a reefer truck, for those of you that may not know, they are the tractor trailers, okay? Since I am a truck driver, those are the reefer truck. Very nice, beautiful, cool to drive. The reefer stand for refrigerated truck. Excuse me. Let's see if we can get something right quick here. Reefer tractor trailer truck. No, oh, there we go. So this is what they are calling a reefer. Okay, those are the reefer truck. They are this huge tractor trailer truck. Okay, let me see if I can. Let me see if we can be a little bit more specific. FEMA cadaver. There you go. There you go. This is better. This is more specific. All right. Those reefer trucks are the one that they put the so-called the cadaver in there. Okay. So you see how they put the people. Now with the reefer trucks, the one that they have over there, there's no space like that. They just pile the body in there. If they put them like that, they can hold 400 to 600 people. Okay, a reefer truck, 400 to 600 people. Now the reefer truck, because they have this thing over there in the middle, this is a fridge, so to speak. It's an refrigerator that is there to keep whatever product in there cool. Usually when you have a reefer truck, you are shipping perishable food such as fruits, vegetables, or things that you want it to be cold or frozen and things like that. But cadaver, you don't want the smell. That's why you have to freeze them. But the body are not being put like this, like neatly. The body are not being put neatly like that. Okay, they are not being put neatly like that. If neatly like this, it can hold 400 to 600 bodies. Okay, let's assume each of the truck, if they just pile them up in there, they can hold a lot of bodies, including children. Okay, we'll say we're gonna be generous here. We'll say 600 bodies. It could hold 1,000, because the reason why they can put 1,000 in there, because it's extremely difficult to get those trucks to that area, so they don't want to be too modest on space. Okay, 400 to 600 bodies. Okay, all right. Okay, you got 4. If we got 400 bodies, which is of course symbolic, we'll be generous. 400 bodies times 4, which is 1,600. 400 times 4.
400 times 4 is 1,600.
That is 1,600 bodies. That is if, okay? And four trucks that they see living. That's what they see. They're pretty much all over. Okay, they're pretty much all over. That person see 4 of them. Remember a lady that said, like, 4 pickup truck came in with loaded body. They just dropped them in the mug. That's 1,600. We just want to be generous here. It could easily be 1,000 body per truck, which is like 4,000 bodies. Okay, we already told you, for the people that have been watching us, according to what the Holy Spirit revealed unto us, how many of them had that perish? Put it in the comment board or in the live chart. According to what the Holy Spirit had put unto us or given unto us. How many of them had perished? For the people that are new here, we do not discuss political garbage. And we do not cast our pearl in front of swine. 144,000 of them. Easy. Like that first guy, he said, yo, you can get 100K easy there because of the things that he saw. 144,000. That's the number. It could be far more, but this is the number the Holy Spirit gave us based on our calculation and the things that we saw. We got private stuff, so we don't want to go out there and saying stuff. So for 144,000 of them, that's our numbers here. Okay, now this is us being generous. We took 400 because it's symbolic. For instance, how many people can you feed in a tractor trailer truck? Okay. No. Boy. Okay. This freaking Google AI is lame, man. How many cadaver can you put in a reefer truck? Nah. But 40, but nah. Okay. 50 refrigerated trucks filled with 650 unclaimed bodies. Okay. This is a post 3 years ago on Reddit. Okay. All right. 50. Why is this thing is Reddit want me to sign? Unclaimed doing this thing. Okay. This stuff was taking them out like crazy, but nonetheless, because we don't want you to come after us, try to do this. But anyway, we're good. All right, we're good. Okay, let's continue with what she's saying here. Okay. Excuse me. Let me do this again. For some reason, it keep doing this stuff. Okay, I'm trying.
Flip phones before this event. They are pulling dead bodies still out of the river. 5 bodies were found yesterday in the New Deal area.
They are still pulling dead bodies out of the river. Okay? They are still doing that. There are still more people out there. But hey, what do we know?
Legs are sticking out of the brush. 1 body was found on Claremont School Road. It looks like a nuclear bomb went off.
You want to know why it looks like a nuclear bomb went off? There is a reason why we have this thing behind us. There's a reason why we put all our thumbnail, we put the chariot there. See, what you are calling an hurricane, that's what you know it. You know it as a hurricane. But what happened to you people over there was not a hurricane. And the movie Black Panther 2, let me see if I can get Black Panther 2, The Mariner. There we go. In the movie The Black Panther 2, okay, this is, hang on. What's the name of the guy who played Namor? Tenoch Huerta. Okay, they tried to make the Mariner, being like one of the vassals and stuff like that. But in the movie, Namor, the first superhero that was made, he water bomb. I'm just going to go ahead and spoil the CD for you. I mean the movie for you. Okay, all right. So Black Panther 2. You see what he's holding in his hand? All right. They are called water bomb. All right. Let me see if we can. Can we get a video? I don't want YouTube. YouTube. But for the people that watch the video, that watch YouTube, and that watch the movie, can tell you this: they are what they call water bomb. See, what happened here was the boom. When they interview people, they keep hearing this boom. They said the moment we hear that boom, and then the water start gushing, and it's coming with full strength, and it eliminated them. Well, those are the chariot open up portals, and all the waters are coming. The waters are coming from above and from below. It was literally a water bomb. You're expecting firebomb? Well, as a water bomb, boom, destroying your people. That's what it is.
Arms are under boulders. There's no places for these people to live because they can't set up temporary houses on mountainsides, and everything else is full of silt and wet or ravines or sinkholes. I'm having trouble even getting money out there.
So what she meant when she said everything is wet and damped, you can't get places. It's just everything is unbalanced. Things are collapsing. They are finding arms under giant boulders. The road is unstable. It's very bad, brethren. Okay, it's very bad, but people don't want to hear that. They're like, oh, she's lying and stuff like that. They can't go over there. You cannot lie down on your bed is wet. You cannot stand, you will sink. You can't do anything. Can you imagine trapped in there, brothers? And then on top of that, you got all those yellow jackets, excuse me, bees, wasps, insects, and mosquitoes. Okay. How long does it take for mosquitoes to form after a stagnant water? Oh boy. It's typically take around 7 to 10 days for mosquito to fully develop from eggs and lay in the stagnant water. Yeah, they can do that as little as 5 days. Okay, that's for mosquitoes. Okay, 5 days, this thing been a week. So can you imagine, man, staying and beloved, this is the thing with this stuff. They are still finding dead bodies and it's still raining. They are still drizzling. Okay, there are some part over there that's still raining. So it's still getting wet. You can't get stuff. It's bad. It's bad.
Although it'll be resolved by the end of the day because the bank has a sinkhole in the parking lot.
Okay. The bank has a sinkhole in the parking lot. You can't get the money there. You can't send the money. They can't receive the money. There's a sinkhole in the parking lot, and the structure, the typography of this place is unstable. You might want to ride, drive, walk. You will sink. Something will collapse. It's bad. And the media are not telling you this. Baby oil. You need to talk about this. We need to talk about that. You know, Nicki Minaj. What else we have now? Jaden Smith. Somehow we care about Jaden Smith and Justin Bieber and all the other scumbag and stuff like that. But anyway, so that's what that is.
A quote says it looks like a nuclear bomb went off. Don't know where to put the temporary houses. This is one of the coldest areas of Western North Carolina.
It is very cold. They don't know where to put those temporary houses because everywhere it's destroyed. They need a place that is flat enough or a place that is stable enough so they can put those temporary houses and people can come and move in there. But this is one of the coldest places, and winter is right down the corner. Let us see, when is winter going to begin? When is winter going to begin officially?
According to Wikipedia, winter is the coldest and darkest season of the year in polar and temperate climates. It occurs after autumn and before spring.
Okay, so winter going to begin December 21st. December 21st, which is when the The winter solstice portal going to open until March the 20th, and it's going to close. Well, it's going to close in March. It's going to reach its highest peak in December the 24th. So those people, beloved, I want you to be real with me. I want you to be honest. Do you think those folks over there in Northwest North Carolina or 83 in general or on this earth will have a good Halloween and a good Christmas? Do you think those people will have a Merry Christmas? I'm just asking because they love those, especially Christmas, man. I think those people, they will try to put those people out there. Well, although we suffered this, but we got a Christmas tree and stuff like that. We're celebrating. Okay, well, yeah, whatever, man.
One winter, I did some work out there, and it snowed almost every day I was out there. The question she asked me was, how do we get shelter for these people? So many pets have drowned, cows, dogs, farm animals, but people are bringing in hay and food. Yesterday, 10 people were rescued off the side of a mountain. And as soon as they were rescued, the mountain collapsed in a mudslide. So there are still active mudslides out there that are a huge risk to people. Kids are coming out of brush piles and creek beds.
Okay, kids are coming out brush piles and creek beds. Of course, that's the way she can put it. No, those people will not have a good Christmas or good Halloween, man. Okay, their children are coming. When she said that kids are coming out of the creek and the riverbed, you know what she's saying. You do know what she's saying, right? Those children are not walking and they definitely not swimming, but they are floating. We all float down there.
Saying, where are my mom and dad? That's a quote.
That's a quote. Where are all my mom and dad? They are coming from the creek, at the riverbed, under the rocks, under the brush. Where's my mom and dad? That's a quote. Because, you should say something again. Kids, we're going to remove your video. Whatever, man.
I have the GoFundMe in my bio.
Well, let's take the other video, okay?
I'm going to just read a post that a friend in Asheville shared. I don't know this person personally, but looking at her Facebook, she is a Marion, North Carolina resident, which is normally, if you GPS it right now, it probably would take about 2 hours, but normally about 45 minutes east of Asheville, headed toward Hickory. Today was the first day that I attempted to make it into Asheville to work. I wanted to check on my store and my staff and see my coworkers and get some much needed supplies. I'm still out of power and water at my home in Marion. With Highway 40 eastbound closed, I had to take back roads around it, which included down close to Lake Lure and Chimney Rock, and then back up into Black Mountain and Swannanoa before finally into Asheville. Trigger warning. This gets pretty rough.
Hey, that's why
the normally 40-minute drive to work took the better part of 2 hours. And in that time, the things I saw will haunt me for the rest of my life. The lightest of things were down trees, collapsed power lines. I drove over and under so many destroyed power lines, it wasn't even funny. Pause. I had one of my good friends tell me the other night that you can't even sneeze without seeing a down power line right now. Then I got into areas where I was driving over cliffs and the edges of collapsed roads, some of which had me wondering if I would even make it to Asheville alive. On more than one occasion, my car felt as if it was slipping off the road. The road was collapsed in many places and slid down the mountains and into rivers below, so much that barely one car could make it through. I'm reading directly. It's a little piecemeal here, but I think we're going to get the gist. I even had to drive through what used to be a stream, which is now a small river that had overtaken a bridge. It took me a while to get the courage to drive through it because I couldn't see the bottom. It wasn't sure how deep it was or how safe it would be to drive through. I had to wait on someone else, obviously more familiar with the area, to go through first for reassurance I could make it in my little Kia. Then I began to see cars, such as one below, and even houses and a couple of campers collapsed and or washed away down the mountains and the rivers, not even just with trees fallen on them. They had completely been destroyed and taken away by the storm waters.
Again, beloved, listen to this. Listen to the next following one, okay?
I saw whole sides of mountains and rivers that had collapsed into giant mudslides, more than over 100 foot high.
Those mudslides, do you think they have bread under them? They have soil, spoiled bread. Those things, when they collapse, they cover entire house. They cover entire RV or campers.
Easily.
100.
Trigger warning. It gets worse.
There you go.
Stop watching if you don't want to hear how it gets worse. As I drove through several areas where the storm had hit the worst, probably Chimney Rock, because it no longer exists, and Swannanoa, because that also basically no longer exists. I saw bodies of wild animals and domestic animals, and then I saw human bodies who had gotten caught in the storms in the rivers. At first, I thought they were Halloween decorations.
No, Hish. This is how bad those body looks. They thought they were Halloweens. Okay, they were just piled up, and we'll show you why.
Or just clothes or something, but as I got closer, I could see they weren't. They were real victims of Helene washed away by the storm. I saw their faces. Words cannot describe how much I was affected by these sights. Even worse, when I was able to get signal when finally getting into Asheville, I called emergency to let them know about the victims and was told they would get to them when they could, but that they were currently overwhelmed with calls similar in nature. And honestly, they didn't know if and when they would be able to get to them. All of this was happening while on the radio, which for Asheville, since the hurricane has mostly become call-ins. A woman got on the call from Swannanoa to talk about the bodies that she too had seen floating down the river and piling.
So that's another woman. This person saw so much dead bodies pile up. He thought they were a Halloween decoration. When he get close, they were real. And then now another woman call in, and then this is her description.
Up. Then this poor fucking girl goes into work and talks about how she had to sit through her work day, which is crazy. Western North Carolina was never prepared for what happened with this hurricane. I don't know if there was ever a way to prepare for what happened. And now all I can say is if you have family in Western North Carolina and or anywhere that was affected by this storm, please help them, check on them, do what you have to do. Please remember kindness in the face of this disaster. We are not okay. Today I saw true devastation and death, and I am not okay.
That's what she said. She's not okay.
Share this.
And when she said she saw dead bodies floating down the river, and here's what I want you to see here. Okay? This is from the movie War of the Worlds. All right, as you can see here, this little girl, she come by the river. She saw one body, okay, floating. All right, and she watched us. Okay, all right, and then there you go. There you go. Those are all the other bodies that are coming. And can you imagine seeing something like that, Reggie?
Told you to stay where I could see you.
Okay? Can you imagine seeing something like that? A child seeing this, dead bodies piling up. And people want to sit there and say, well, you know, it's like, you know, like 200 people and stuff. Yeah, whatever, man. Whatever you want to say. Let's keep on moving.
The locals over there in North Carolina ain't putting up with nobody's BS anymore. So there's reports out that a FEMA agent who was actually 20 minutes from Asheville or 20 minutes south of Asheville got a whooping from the locals.
Okay, all right. So just want to answer somebody's question here. I noticed they are not showing unalive bodies like they did during the Katrina hurricane. Well, the reason why they are doing this, they don't want to show the dead bodies because they are trying not to put fear in the heart of their own people, and the so-called other 83 are not the target. They're not going to make any hyena or try to humiliate those people. When it's them, they are hiding as much as they can. But when it was us, this thing will be all over. Just like that black woman that lost her two baby twins. They are showing it's all over. That's their goals. But whether they show it or not, it happened. It happened. Okay? So.
And they said, no, you're not, because he was acting arrogant, aggressive, abusive. And yeah, so if you guys might come across that video, the FEMA agents are being put in place by the locals now because they have nothing else to lose. They don't care. Nobody's helping them. And matter of fact, if you guys have probably seen on your video or your FYP, one local after another over there is getting rejected now for their measly little $750 that Kamala promised. And they're really not even getting that $750 because they don't qualify when they're literally standing out in the streets with no electric, no food, no nothing. But sorry, no, you can't have it because there's certain qualifications. Are you kidding me? So way to go, locals. Stand up for yourself. You guys are doing an amazing job. I mean, that's just the beginning. People need to stand up and put FEMA down because they can't be treating people like that. We are humans. We are God's children. And we are American citizens, and we're not being treated like that. So, yeah, that's amazing.
Cooler air mass, and this is the source region for a much cooler air mass, and this is the source region for the cool air that's going to be arriving as we get into early next week, the first true taste of fall. Okay, looking at Hurricane Kirk, it has come down a notch now. Current winds are 130 miles per hour sustained. It is still a very dangerous Category 4 hurricane. The good news is the danger is only to the fish out there and nobody else, unless you're in a shipping lane and you just aren't aware of what's going on, because it's going to stay out in the middle of nowhere. Interestingly, it's still
Oh, sorry about that. I've been talking, but this thing did not. Oh man, did you guys see the clip? I've been talking. Oh man, let me play it again. Oh boy, okay, let me play it again so I can give my commentary to what this guy did. Okay, sorry about that. This thing is all over. Let me see if I can do this again. All right. Boy, we don't have that much time. We only got like 20 minutes. We should be done in 20 minutes. Okay. Okay. All right. Watch this, Brethren. Okay. Since some of you already watch it. Yeah.
A much cooler air mass, and this is the source region for the cool air that's going to be arriving as we get into early next week, the first true taste of fall. Okay, looking at Hurricane Kirk, it has come down a notch now. Current winds are 130 miles per hour sustained. It is still a very dangerous Category 4 hurricane. The good news is the danger is only to the fish out there and nobody else, unless you're in a shipping lane.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Okay, that's a lie. To the fishes out there, only if you are in the shipping lane. Okay,
just aren't aware of what's going on because it's going to stay out in the middle of nowhere. Interestingly,
it's heading for France. It's heading for France. It's heading for Europe. They are getting hit everywhere. Those people are getting hit everywhere, okay?
Still going to be a very strong post-tropical low as it approaches France and the southern part of Great Britain as we get in the middle of next week. Leslie, almost a hurricane now. Max sustained winds at 70 miles per hour.
So let me tell you why it is dangerous, all right? Let me show you. It's heading for France, and it's not going to be good. Okay, let's look at the... There you go. So this is... Let's put this right there. Okay. There we go. Now you got this hurricane. You know what? Let's go to France. Okay. What? There we go. Okay. Okay, right. This is France right there. Okay. It's heading for France. However, when what? There we go. When the guy said, well, only if you are fishes or you are in the quote unquote shipping lane or things like that, well, a lot of stuff are going in and out. And if the hurricane blocked the shipping route and you had that port strike, which you stage so you can create a little panic, this is the real panic. Now, nothing can come here. Those things cannot be shipped on time. A lot of those ships are carrying EpiPen, Benadryl, medicine that your people will need. When this hit Tampa or whatever western side of Florida or the whole Florida, a lot of things can't get there on time. And as a result, your people will suffer. See, Kirk is not there. Kirk means church. The word Kirk means church, the church. It is not there to land like all the others. It's there to keep things away. That's why the curve. See, this is a strategic look. When you look at the hurricanes, one on the west side, heading the west, one on the east side, heading the east, and one on the middle, cleaning things out. That's what that is. We're talking about no one is in danger. Not yet. Not yet. But it's going to hit France. And it's going to be bad. All right. I just wanted to, somebody just share this with me, and I just wanted to bring that to the nation attention. All right.
Okay, please give me 5 minutes to talk to you about geography because we need to understand the scale of what's going on. This is the state of North Carolina. This is the area that's without power still. This is also the state of North Carolina. This yellow outline is the country of Belgium that I've overlaid for scale. Okay.
Okay. Belgium, of course.
230,000 customers without power means
Belgium is Belgium. For those of you who do know, King Leopold was a Belgian, of course, French speaking. He was looking for Wakanda or Vilocan in Atlantis. He was destroying our people over there in the Congo. That's why they never mentioned the Congo, Cameroon, or place that speaks French like Mali, Senegal. They don't want you to go over there, talk to those people, and see how they talk, how they behave, their history. They don't want you to see that. They want you to say in certain specific country in Africa, they keep telling you that's where you need to move. But the others, oh, hell no. Okay. Boy, this video been there for some time. Will it play?
Okay, please give me 5 minutes to talk to you about geography because we need to understand the scale of what's going on. This is the state of North Carolina. This is the area that's without power still. This is also the state of North Carolina. This yellow outline is the country of Belgium that I've overlaid for scale. Okay. This is the scale. 230,000 customers without power means households. Based on US Census data, the average household size here is about 3, which means we're talking about 600,000 to 700,000 people who have not had power for a week. That is an emergency by itself. If you don't have power for a week, than if you had food stored in the freezer. No, you
They're
don't.
gone. They're gone. And then your generator, you can't run it for a week, man. You can't run it for a week. You must have a lot of fuel to run it 24/7 for a week.
No. If you had breast milk, insulin stored in the fridge, no, you don't. You don't get to run your CPAP machine. 750,000 people without power for a week.
So technically what she's saying here, there are people that have medical issue, medical condition. If they don't have electricity, they will die. And those people are not dying because of the flood, but they are dying because of no power. And a lot of them. That's like not counting the one that did the floating bread they are finding. I'm talking about those people that are dying because of there's no power.
Should make headline news by itself. But power outages are unfortunately one of the mildest of problems. Water is also out. Cell coverage is out. If you're seeing people posting from this area, there's a good likelihood they're having to drive miles to do that. And that is if they have a car that wasn't destroyed, if they can get gas somehow, and if they have roads they can drive miles on. These are the road closures.
You see the data?
And these roads are not closed because there's some water on them. They're
They are
closed because they look like this now.
They destroyed. They are destroyed. It's not like they are doing construction or somebody put some cones over there. Nope, they are destroyed. Oh.
Right? This times this. That's the scale. The reason the roads look like that is because this is the topography. This is not like a lot of cities where you drive for a half an hour to go get to this. This is the region. This is where people live. When you live in the mountains, you get one road.
One word.
And they're going to put it
One-
wherever they can put it. That's
one
why it's
way-
shaped like this.
one way
Very
in,
often, that's going to be along a
one
river
way
or
out.
next to it. When a road looks
When you live in the mountain, you only get one word. One way in, one way out. If you can't take the road, take the river. And then the road is gone, that's it. And of course, this is one of the main reasons I vocally, I'm adamant when it comes to public transportation, especially train. Railway. If those people had a railway system, they could have used it to get out. But,
like
you know,
this.
America, you ain't going to take my car. Because if you take my car, you take away my freedom. Okay.
Right? That means the land looks like this. So when a hurricane decides to go hiking in the mountains, which has never happened in this area before, ever, you're going to get a torrential amount of water, and it's going to be moving very fast because it's moving down a mountain. And this river is going to explode. It's going to take out this road right here, and it's going to take out this road right here. And then everybody that lives in here is trapped because you're not walking out. Some people are. Some people are putting what they can and their children on their back and hiking out, which is, to be honest, pretty representative of typical Appalachian scrappiness. Anyway, the other thing that's going to happen is mud, because the water is not going to just gently fall down the mountain and go in the river. It is going to get into the earth,
slide, and then
the earth is going to become mud, and that is incredibly heavy. And the whole
Yep.
mountainside is going to shear off like a windshield wiper
and then
and
destroy
carry
everything
everything
on
with
this
it
path.
and put it in the river. And that's why we're seeing the level of destruction we're seeing, because roads are not the only thing that is gone. This is not a river. This is a town. This is Chimney Rock. This is a screenshot from this user.
This is not a river, it's a town. The entire town is gone. And then people will tell you, like, Chim Rock was strong, you know, we lost our house, we survived, gang. No, the entire town gone.
This is what it looked like before. And this is the scale that we're talking about. There are hundreds of small towns in this picture. This is Asheville. This right here. You've heard a lot about Asheville, probably, hopefully. Asheville is not a small, remote mountain town. It is a city of 100,000 people. It is this.
A city of 100,000 people. Decimated. How many people that perish? I feel like 4 people. And then you find the other rest, 160 around.
City that you would drive to go to the doctor if you live in an actual small remote mountain town. And it did get devastated. It did get hit very hard. But part of the reason why you are seeing so much coverage out of Asheville is that you can get there right now. If you're going to send a news crew to North Carolina, they can just drive into Asheville. And you do not want to be taking up a helicopter right now just to take pictures, because people are still trapped. I do think some news organizations went here for a working lunch and didn't ask anybody if anyone lives up here. So I'm a little frustrated by that, but gradually I think the coverage is developing. The rest of this is going to be very bleak, so don't watch it if you're already not okay, please. The mortality counts that you've seen in the tens are irresponsibly optimistic. Those are
Literally, she told you they are lying to you. They are irresponsibly optimistic. They are lying to you. You cannot have the 200 people that are no more when a disaster of this magnitude happened here. This is a great cataclysm. Oh, well, I got 200 people or no more. That's a lie.
are the people who've been identified. When you find someone's remains washed down a river, how do you know where they came from? How do you contact their loved ones to get an identification? When the cell towers are down, when the roads are down, when all of those people are still concentrating on trying to get out and trying to get food and water, you're going to wait. You're going to wait until the living are taken care of. We have not begun to hear the mortality numbers from this disaster. This is a small country.
Okay. And again, she told you this is a small country comparing to Belgium. Okay.
And it's my mom's small country. And it's gone.
It's gone. All right. Let me play this again.
Understand the scale of what's going on. This is the state of North Carolina. This is the area that's without power still. This is also the state of North Carolina. This yellow outline is the country of Belgium that I've.
So imagine the whole country of Belgium gone. It's a small country by itself. It's gone. It's gone. And you got a small country like all those people living there. You want to tell, oh, well, a couple dozen people, 14. When they were reporting this thing, oh, they reported like 4 people die and stuff. And then people will say, oh, 4 people died. Let's go do other stuff. But come to realize it's a lot worse than this. Okay. Then again, beloved, get our book. Okay. Get the book if you can. If it called to you, get it. All right. Let me see this. Oh, yeah. All right. All right. Get it. Let's watch this. Okay. This is, let me see if this thing got music in.
This is the veteran FEMA inspector.
Yes.
I have a dire warning to those that are going to take the money. There is a contract at the beginning when the inspector gets there, before he starts inspecting, there's a contract that the claimant has to sign. Practically illegible. The writing is so small. 12 years ago, I had to use a magnifying glass, and that's when my eyes were good. In that contract, if you do not pay the money back, it is a loan.
What?
A loan. And even if it's just $1 or $750, if you don't pay it back, they have the right to seize all of your property.
That's rich coming from you people. Like now, for some reason, now this information coming out when you know about it 12 years ago. Boy, I wonder what happened 12 years ago. How did you know about this? Now, information are coming out there left and right. People are saying this, don't take that. So when it was our people, you didn't tell us nothing. We didn't know anything. Our people were trying to take help. The one that actually got it had to pay it back.
Insane. The $750 that they're saying that they're going to give people, that's a loan. It's in the contract to receive it?
Yes, there is a contract that you sign before the inspector starts his inspection. You have to sign off on it. But there is a contract inside, and they even have, even for people that could not speak English, there was a translator that I would speak into it, and it would speak to them in Spanish or translate it in writing. And they have to sign this contract for the inspector to even start the inspection. If you take that money and don't pay it back, they can seize your property at any point after a year.
That's crazy. Well, thanks for the heads up. So folks, heed his message here. If there's anything that you got to sign or contract before you receive any assistance, make sure that you are well aware of what you're signing.
Okay. All right then.
Needs. We were significantly affected in Black Mountain by Hurricane Helene. Our road in and out collapsed. This left about 100 people stranded up on our mountain island. There are now about 80 of us left. 10 were evacuated by helicopter and 10 left on their own. Our most urgent need at the moment is EpiPens. The Yellow Jackets are pissed. It's Yellow Jacket season and they have lost their homes underground. We need a minimum of 12 EpiPens. Our next most urgent need is chicken feed. I know personally of at least 60 chickens that are about to go without food. There are probably more. I'm new to the area and know there is a significant bear population. I'm not sure.
There you go. There's a significant bear population in the mountain. Can you imagine, beloved, encounter a bear? Can you imagine this? You encounter a bear down there? They need EpiPen. They need the Yellow Jacket of stinging people. And then there's chicken feed. They need chicken. They need bear. I don't know.
If feeding chickens scraps is a good idea. So in this case, chicken feed would be best. Kitty litter. There are many cats that I am aware
Again,
of.
beloved, let's play this again. I want my people
Black
to listen.
Mountain Island most urgent needs. We were significantly affected in Black Mountain by Hurricane Helene. Our road in and out collapsed. This left about 100 people stranded up on our mountain island. There are now about 80 of us left. 10 were evacuated by helicopter and 10 left on their own. Our most urgent need at the moment is EpiPens. The Yellow Jackets are pissed. It's Yellow Jacket season and they have lost their homes underground.
So it's their season. They lost their home underground. What the hell you want them to do? They're pissed off, man. And they are coming after those people. Okay?
Need a minimum of 12 EpiPens. Our next most urgent need is chicken feed. I know personally of at least 60 chickens that are about to go without food. There are probably
Chicken don't really need those animals. Once you leave them outside, they'll find their own food. Cats, dogs, they'll find their own food because there's a lot of floating bread out there. But anyway.
Probably more. I'm new to the area and know there is a significant bear population. I'm not sure if feeding chickens scraps is
There's a significant bear population. You know what that means? You know what that means? A significant. That means there's a hell of a lot of bear out there. And when storms like that are happening, those bears, those animals, they are well aware. They will go ahead, they will fled, they will go to higher places. A bear can climb trees, man. Bears are very good climbers. They can climb trees and they can climb mountains. And now, when those bears come back, they like to eat honey, and the honey colonies are destroyed. What do you think they're going to eat over there? What do you think they're going to eat? Wild beasts will be their grave. Those bears are going to eat a lot of floating or spoiled bread, and they're going, if they cut some of those well-survived bread, they will eat it. Now, not to count the mountain lion and other ferocious beasts that are in this wilderness.
Chicken feed would be best. Kitty litter. There are many cats that I am aware of that will be without clean litter soon. We need more kitty litter. Regular unleaded fuel. This will be probably our most often need. Since our power will be out for quite some time, there are many people that will need this fuel to run the generators. These generators are running pretty much everything at the moment. Gas cans. We have people that will go get fuel for us. We need more gas cans. These are our most urgent needs at the moment. If you have the ability to help, please let us know. I now have a direct contact person to coordinate drop-offs and deliveries. Her name is Caitlin. If you would like to help and want to coordinate with her, please direct message me. We will have several ways that you can donate and help raise funds for this situation for our community here at Black Mountain Island. I will post links to that in my bio. Our first one that is up and ready is our Venmo at Black.
Now, beloved, I'm going to close with this, but I want the nation to listen to that. We're just going to take a minute out of this, okay?
Looking up to community centers and fire teams, expecting a full report of people just waiting for their help. That's not how it works.
Look at this car, man. This thing is mangled. Can you imagine the shrift? Can you imagine the strength of this, man?
You have to hit the road and go down every driveway and holler and find
God, look at this.
someone to help on your
Only if you are skilled and prepared.
The house is
Now listen to this man. This man is very humble. He's going to tell you exactly what happened.
floating down the road,
Yeah.
and the mother was in the house with the baby.
Okay.
So she gives the infant baby to the father,
Yeah.
and he put the baby down to try and help her, but the house took her,
I'm
and
so
she died.
sorry. I'm so sorry. We're praying for you guys. Let us know.
So, and I don't want to play the rest because some of this thing, like, damn. God damn. Beloved, this is it. This is it, Bishop. This is not something that is fake. This is not something they plan, and they are not doing this for lithium or quartz or stuff like that. None of that. Those people were put over there to keep those resources away from the original people. They are true owners. What you see happen here in North Carolina, basically Tennessee, and all the other places that they are not covered, all the other places that they are not covered, it's prophecy, it is judgment. This is Esau's trouble and 83's punishment, tribulation. To my people out there, be at peace, there'll be no Jacob's trouble. Yea, indeed, we have the Hurricane Milton coming for Florida. We ask every one of you for your fast and pray dedicated to our brothers that are in the path, our sisters that are in the path of this hurricane. You will and you are going to pray for our people and our people only. Pray for protection, pray for the destruction of the enemy. Electromagnetism, electric, magnetic, electromagnetic fluid, you need both. Light, darkness, positive, negative, right hand, left hand, you need both. Pray strength, coverage, protection for us, and the opposite for others. Pray fervently. Selah, so be it. Any question before we leave you in peace, beloved? Any question? Tomorrow will be our 7th days. Tomorrow will be our 7th days, and covenant will be complete. Any question concerning the book? Any question concerning the Patreon? Any question concerning what we just discussed? Somebody asked a question on Google. Excuse me, not Google. We got about 8 more minutes to go. Let me read the question. It's on email. Why do people say crystals are demonic? This is a newcomer. Why do people say crystals are demonic? Well, they say crystals are demonic because they don't want our people to access the power they contain in them. We already told you the so-called crystals are quantum computers. Quartz crystals are literally quantum computers. The person that you are calling Nikola Tesla never existed. His true name was George Washington Carver, the guy that they are calling the peanut butter guy. He's the one that invented all those electrical thing and dynamo and stuff. He was a former slave. He died poor. Nikola Tesla is just a person that they invented, and then they took all the credit from the brother. They give it to this person. And brother George Washington Carver tell you straight up that, hey, quartz crystals or quantum computers, they generated their own power. Just like you see those people in Western North Carolina don't have power. At one point, none of them will have any power. They will have no electricity, no internet, nothing, and your quantum computer will turn on. We already have a sister that she's dealing with these her quantum computers all over the place. Okay? So that is because they literally operate below the Planck length, which means they operated within the quantum realm. They got all sort of things in them. Whatever that you want, it's in your quantum computer. All right. So just wanted to leave it right there. Is it true hurricane is heading towards the UK? Yes, it's heading around the UK and the France. Any other states or cities report? I'm not quite sure. Why did God choose us? Why did the Most High God Almighty choose us? Well, not only it's not. This is I don't know where this is a Christian thing when they say, "Well, God chose me." We were already there. We were already with Him. He is us. We is Him. He is inside of us. We are the most suitable vessel for this power. We were created in the image. Whatever that you see out there is just an imitation of us. We are the original thing. You always choose something because this thing is the best, the good thing, the better thing. That's the Most High chose us because it was a covenant, it was destined to be. We are the people. That's why everybody freaking hate our guts. Because it is chosen is we are the people, not being choose or chosen. We are the God beings, like Dr. Delbert said. Blair said, we are the God beings, and there's the God. Why is it us that is the chosen people and nobody else? Because we are the superior quality, the supreme quality. If you have to make a choice between a subpar quality and a superior quality, obviously you're going to make the right choice. Oh, boy, this thing go very fast. I didn't see the other question. Okay. Yep, there'll be no Jacob's trouble. There's no Jacob's trouble here, man. None of that. That's right. Before you enter your mother's womb, I knew you. We come here because we are. Just like when Moses said, well, when I go over there, they're going to ask you, what's your name? What should I say? Say, Moses, I am. That's what we are. We are. I am. We are. Just like I am is just a name. I am in that language means I am. We are. We are the chosen. We are the people. If I'm saying it singularly speaking, I'll say I am a chosen. You're going to say the same thing to I am as chosen. But when we come together, we are. So I am and we are is pretty much the same. I am the name singular. We are together from the plural, which is singular to I am. So we are the chosen is literally say we are I am. It's a little bit difficult, but yes, you got my drift. But how are people choosing how they are born if they are Jacob and Esau? We don't choose we already are the chosen. We'll come in different skin tones, different features. Okay, there are other people that look like us, but they are not us. There are people that are like us, but they are not one of us. They are not the chosen. For instance, what I mean by there are people that are literally like us, but they are not one of us. For instance, Abraham had 8 sons. They were all Hebrews, Hebrew Midianites. There is Hebrew Edomites. Remember what that fellow name again? Zippo. He was able to vanquish and do certain things. Esau was able to beat the greatest warrior that was existed at that time, Nimrod. He killed Nimrod because it was prophesied that there will be someone that come from the loin of Abraham that will kill Nimrod. So he himself is a Hebrew Edomite, but he's not the chosen. He's not one of us. There is Hebrew Ishmaelites. Remember when Joseph went to Egypt, he had 2 sons, Ephraim and Manasseh. And when Judah went to go get Benjamin, which they captured, there was a fight between Simeon and Manasseh, but Manasseh subdued Simeon. And then when the brothers saw that, they saw Manasseh subdue Simeon, and then he was about to kill Simeon, and Judah look at Levi and say, we ain't gonna go home. Don't say Heshabadu, because this man, he's from Abraham. He may not be one of us. He may not be a chosen of the brothers of the 12 tribe, but he is from the line of Abraham. There are certain things they can do, but the chosen is the purest. Okay, our name keep changing over time, but we are the purest. They can be like us walking around, but they are not one of us. And of us, oh, hey, it's already this thing. You know, it's a little bit complicated to talk about those things. So no, it's not us being prideful. This is not us being prideful. We are the bloodline. That's what it is. Point blank. Period. We are the one, we are the chosen. Yeah, Esau, he was rejected. Hebrew 12:13. For ye know that afterward, when it's not like, not only Esau was rejected, he didn't want the blessing. To rule with our blessing, you have to rule in righteousness. And those people don't know righteousness. They don't know righteousness. That's why he tricked Jacob into buying the blessing after he killed Nimrod and stole the super suit. And he know with the super suit, he's going to rule the world. That's why you cannot have the super suit rule the world and the blessing. He sold the blessing, keep the suit. No, not Ephraim was captured. It was Benjamin. Well, when they sold Joseph and then they go back, Joseph hold Benjamin captive. He captured Benjamin. And then he was threatening them. He was, testing them. So Judah told him, look, listen, you don't want to do this. I believe Jubilee 15:32, Jubilee 16, 17, 19. Even Noah told them straight up, he said, Shem, Melchizedek, Enoch, is the one. First Peter 1:2, you were chosen by God the Father long ago. He knew you when you become his children. You were set apart from holy living by the Holy Spirit. It's not just something like the Holy One has a choice or this stuff. No. Even before, we are sent here on a mission. And our mission here is to be a light into the darkness. That's why we have to master the darkness. The Holy One said, it wouldn't be fair for me to send you down there only for the tribe, for my children. I want you to become a light unto this world. Because there are many other worlds. And we study privately. There are few that are in the midst of us. Once we're done with our mission here, we'll be taken and sent to another world where we'll do the same thing. A lot of us did come here, but we fell. We will receive direct orders not to do certain things to the people that were there. They say, don't touch the certain women, don't touch certain things. It's not that time yet. But some of us could not control ourselves, and we do things. In the midst of the 12 tribes, there's 144,000. Really, that's like the elite top soldiers. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. Yes, the person that is studying will earnestly get answers. Yes, it is good to ask questions. All right, let me see. If I miss your question, I'm sorry. Hang on. Sorry about that, beloved. All right, then. I got 2 more minutes, 2 more minutes, 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes, and then we're good. Wow, there's so many stuff here. All right, then, beloved. We'll leave you in peace. We'll leave you with love. Tomorrow, we will see you for day 7. And tomorrow, it is said the hurricane should make landfall. And when we're done with the 7th day, the covenant is complete, we might have restart another covenant, okay? We might have to, but we don't know yet, okay? We will leave you with peace, love, and blessing. Shalom. There'll be no Jacob's trouble.